we have 8 ounces of butter, melted butter, no, soft butter. And then how much sugar, Dad?
8 ounces of sugar.
8 ounces of sugar. And then what? How much, what's the syrup? Dad, what is that?
It's Caro syrup.
Caro syrup. And how much did you put on?
Nothing.
Okay, nothing. And then about another 4 ounces of honey. And so now he's got 4 ounces of whipping cream. So between the honey and the whipping cream and the butter, you've got a pound of ingredients added to the sugar. All right, so Dad's got a little mess going on, but he's put it into a pot. And how long are you gonna cook that for, Dad?
I show you.
All right. All right, so with the heat on high, he's stirring it, melting it down. Then he added a pinch of salt. If you're using unsalted butter, then you would add the salt. If you had salted butter, there's no need to add the salt.
No.
All right, so cooking down the stuff, it's still going, and Dad's adding 8 ounces of almonds to the scale. Still waiting for it to get to 239 degrees, and the heat is on a medium. So you go very gradually, and you have to look. Actually, that temperature needs to be 229. Okay, so Dad, what happens with the finger in the water? Explain that to me.
Then you didn't have a machine like this. You had to do it by hand.
Yeah.
You made the soft ball, then the medium ball, then the hard ball, and then the crack, you know?
And that's how you could tell it was done.
Like, everything is all the red stuff here.
Okay. But since we have a thermometer, we don't have to do any of that.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't want the girls to do that, you know.
Okay.
I was scared like hell when I had to do it the first time, you know.
Yeah. All right, so we got to the 229, and then go the almonds. It looks fun. So when you mix this, you have to get it done as fast as possible. You don't want to over-mix it.
Yeah, otherwise it breaks. You know, the sugar breaks back.
All right, so now we're taking the dough, and Dad sees little holes in here. So he's taking some extra dough, and he's filling it in on all the spaces where there's a deficit. All right, what did you just do with that, Dad?
When I put the almonds in there,
Yeah.
I dump it here,
Yeah?
and then I go with this thing and divide it out in all the corners. Huh?
Okay. Watch the tunnel.
Give me that.
All right, then you just spread this all out, nice and even.
Yeah.
Anything special to know?
No, just spread it out nicely.
Okay.
And now I put my finger in it.
So we're still not done quite yet.
Well, hold on. You see, you get tricked by those bubbles. You know the bubbles here?
Yeah.
Then
So here on the sides
here,
it's done because it's brown, but there it's still white. So what do you got to do, Dad, to fix that so you don't
there's
overbake?
nothing you can do.
Okay, so one part of it's going to get cooked a little bit more than it needs. So Dad, if the oven is not completely flat, what do we need to do?
Take the sheet out and turn it around.
Okay, so if our oven isn't baking evenly, that's when we would do that. Now it's cooling,
Yeah.
and so before it gets too cold,
Too cold.
you start cutting it.
Then you cut it.
Okay.
Because you have more strength.
Yeah. All right, so this is
That is fine,
still soft, still too soft.
That's too soft. You want,
All right, so it's still warm. So you, wait, whoa.
That's
So you
okay.
can feel it, but it's
Yeah, that's okay. You
So-
do that, huh?
So
All the way, huh?
you cut around that stuff on the
All on
sides.
the side. You cut that off.
You want me to do that?
Yes, you do.
All right, so we've cut out the edges. We put them in here. It actually tastes really good. And now what did you do with the piece of paper, Dad?
This is my guide to cut.
It's a cutting guide.
Well,
Tell me what it is. What do you mean? Okay,
It's 11. Huh?
it's 11 inches, so how big do you want to make the squares?
Well, first, okay.
All right. So Dad just folded the sheet, so it's about 5.5 inches.
Yeah, you do this.
So there's our guide. All right, we've cut everything nice and clean, and that's what it looks like. So it's pretty good. Next step is to cool it off. Now we're gonna do a pound of almond bark that you can get at Walmart. Get the 1 pound of the almond,
Almond,
Bark.
whatever it is, almond bark.
and then you mix it in a little bit of oil, never water, because water is poison for chocolate.
Yeah.
Right now you're cooking that, you're heating that up. All right, so we had 2 minutes total in the microwave. So we're just stirring it up a little bit. All right, so your sheet pan, you took it and you covered it
Yeah, covered.
so that we can dip the cookies in the chocolate. So now Opa is doing the dipping. Oh, and he puts them face down with the chocolate on the plastic. I wouldn't have thought that. And then you scrape it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this part you gotta have some finesse. You put it in,
And then,
you bop it a little bit, and you scrape off the bottom. Nice.